Have you ever heard a story that changed your life? I have. I've heard thousands of them. Most of them I've heard come out of this book, the Bible. You know, whatever your belief is, whether you believe or you don't believe, I'd like to suggest that the stories in this book can change your life regardless of belief. However, the story I'm talking about today, A Tale of Two Kings, revolves around belief. The first king that I'm going to talk about is actually the first king of the Israelites, which in the Bible, the Israelites are God's chosen people. God chose the Israelites and carried them through time, and now at this point in time, they're coming to a point where they want a king. So Samuel, a prophet of the time, is like, okay, God, I'll anoint a king for them since that's what you want me to do. And he goes and he talks to this kid Saul. He's not exactly a kid, but he's a young adult man. And he tells him, you're going to be king. Gives him all these different signs that he's going to be a prophet and do all this stuff. And all these things start happening, and Saul sees them, and everything happens exactly as Samuel tells him it's going to happen. Well, Saul didn't believe, even though he saw those things. So it comes time to anoint him king, and he's hiding in baggage. And they have to go find him. Like, dig him out. Come on, Saul, let's get anointed. So Saul goes over there, and he gets anointed. And he gets these people, and they're walking home with him, and they're going, hey, what makes you king? And he's like, I don't know. Okay, first off, all these things happened that were awesome signs that you were going to be the king, and now you still don't believe. And then you're anointed king, and you're still not believing in yourself. You're not believing in what your God told you you were going to do. So Saul is like, just doesn't really believe. And it takes him this giant attack against one of his people, one of the villages of his people, the Israelites. And then he takes up arms. He gets mad. He's like, yeah, we're going to kill these people. And everybody's going to join me. And if you don't join me, I'm going to come and kill your oxen. And they're like, okay, we'll join you. So they join him. It says 330,000 people, men, came to fight with him. And they annihilated those people. You think, all right, now Saul believes. But Saul didn't believe in himself, even still, even after this. Later on in his journey as a king, it comes down to the point where he's so not believing in himself that he does whatever his men tell him, even though his God is telling him differently. He does what he thinks he should do to please his men rather than doing what he knows he should do because he doesn't believe in himself and those things he's being told to do. He believes more that he has to please the people around him than in himself. And that one decision cost him everything. So God's like, nope, not going to do it anymore. Sorry, I'm out. And so he goes and anoints David. David's a boy. This is our second king. David is a young boy tending sheep and goats out in the fields, killing lions and bears, playing music to God. It was kind of like a hippie, I guess. You know, it's like, I love God. Oh, there's a bear. Done. Kills it. Those kind of things were kind of minuscule, but they were so important in building his character. David is out tending flock when Samuel comes to anoint him. Samuel had no idea who he was coming to anoint, so he sees the other brothers, and he's like, not you, not you, not you, not you. Is there any more of them? And he's like, yeah, there's my youngest son. So his dad pulls him in, and he gets anointed. And David's like, all right, cool. That's cool. I know who I am. Goes back out, starts tending the flock again. Pretty soon, Saul starts going crazy. And the only thing that will calm him down is listening to David playing music to God. It's the only thing that will calm him down. So David gets to go to the courts and be with the king, and he's the next king. So then he comes back out, and the story goes along, and suddenly the Israelites are being attacked. God's chosen people are being attacked again. There's this giant, and he's taunting them. Instead of attacking them, they're God's chosen people, right? They should be able to just knock that out. They're freaking out. They're sitting in the corner hiding. So David comes along just to bring his brother some food. And he's like, why are you guys hiding? Like, it's just a giant. It's no big deal. And they're like, yeah, it's a big deal. Have you seen him? He's huge. And he's like, yeah, I can take care of this. So he goes to Saul, and Saul's like, are you sure you can do this? And David's like, dude, I killed lions and bears. I can do this. Not a problem. So he goes out, and he yells at this Philistine. He's like, I'm going to take you down. And the Philistine goes, no way. You're like a gnat. I can just knock you off and feed you to the birds. But David is like, you know what? You're the gnat because I have God on my side. He believed in himself. He believed in his God. And because of his belief, he conquered that giant. And then all of the Israelites, God's chosen people who were quaking in fear, came and conquered the Philistines. Killed them all in one day. Quaking in their boots to belief. That's all it took, was one person believing. So in this tale of two kings, where one believes and the other doesn't, all the people who were following the one who didn't believe began to believe in the second one who believed in himself. The power of this story is that belief. Believing in yourself, believing in who you're supposed to be, because you have the power with your belief to change the world. So I'd like to challenge you to take up belief. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for those that need the fighting for. Believe in yourself, in the power that you carry. Because that kind of belief changes the world.